Yeah, first of all, I want to thank our entire fan base and our students for coming out. As far as I know, we made it a sellout, first home game of this new era sellout, and that's to be complimented to everybody that came out and supported us. The band was electric. The flight running out with the students and young freshmen. Just really appreciate all that support and really appreciate the aisle walk from our fans showing up and showing out tonight. Uh, just from the game perspective, there's so much good and there's so much bad as well from this game that we got to continue to improve on. And I'll start with the bad first. Obviously the penalties continue to be something glaring for us more than anything. Just the way we had 12 penalties between offense, defense, and special teams. We have to continue to just get better as a football team and reduce those penalties. That's one of the things that, from the first game and then now to this third game of the season, we got to figure out how to reduce that. Also, too, offensively, we have to continue to just get better more than anything from an execution standpoint. There were so many times in the first half and really sometimes in the second half, we were behind the chains. And really that's more of an execution thing than anything else. Holding penalties, after the fact, some illegal procedure penalties as well. So, like those things right there, we got to continue to clean up. But the good news is they can be cleaned up. Defensively, we were a little bit soft on the edges tonight in that first half. We came out, we cleaned up a lot of things in the second half. The intensity that our D-line played with tonight, our linebacker, their front seven, they really got after the quarterback, and they did a good job of constantly putting pressure on him all night. Special teams, we had a big kickoff return with Cody Jones back there. Gabe Benyard obviously had a big punt return as well. So there were some things in that aspect that we can go back to the drawing board and continue to keep growing in that aspect. I think what we learned about our team, it's going to take an entire team effort. Offense, defense, and special teams, we're going to always have to come to play. We were a little bit lethargic coming out for whatever the reason may be. We got to start faster than that going forward if we want to have a chance to be in games down the stretch.
Coach, first and foremost, congratulations on the first win. Just first game as a head coach at home in several years. Just walk us through the experience.
It was great. It was an awesome atmosphere. We talked a lot to our players about what the atmosphere was going to be like, just giving the opportunity to perform in front of your friends and your families, and also, too, just the fan base that came out and supported us. One thing that you just notice is, we got to do a better job of coming out, though. Can't let some of those distractions control us. We got to learn how to put those distractions behind us, and when we touch the grass, it's got to be all business. I feel like, it took a while for us to wake up, but just really excited, grateful more than anything else to just get a win. Wins are hard to come by in college football. The guys on the other side of the field, they're on scholarship at their respective schools, even though, you can see some teams have more resources than others, but that really doesn't matter. When you line up and play football, it's about every man for themselves.
And then, Coach, to get right to it, we saw two quarterbacks play again tonight. Just walk us through what the approach was, what you made of how they played, and what you've learned.
Yeah, we had every intention on playing both quarterbacks going into the game. We started off with Amari. He did some really good things. And then we gave Dexter an opportunity to come in the game. So both of them got to play in the first and the second half. And it would serve as great film for us to continue to evaluate both of them going forward. We'll get in there. We don't make any rash decisions based off tonight. We're just going to get in there and watch the film. And they understand, whoever plays the best, that's the person that has a chance to run out on the field first. And we got to continue to grow. Both of them made mistakes, and both of them got to continue to grow and get better if we're going to have a chance to really be in games.
Moving to special teams, no Daniel Kinney tonight. If you could just give us an update on his status as well as how good it was to see Britton bounce back and hit two big kicks for you today.
Yeah, I really feel like we have two reliable kickers, just to be honest with you. I know Britton had his struggles in the first game against Wake Forest. Once again, like you said, he bounced back this game and made some kicks for us, some big kicks. I think everybody was happy to see that. Daniel Kinney's day-to-day. He did not practice very much this week, and we kind of made a game time decision that he probably wasn't going to be able to go. I think we made that decision kind of yesterday, but we'll evaluate him going forward this week and kind of see what happens.
Yeah, for Gabe, just how good was it to get back in the end zone?
He was excited, man. I was out almost like a whole bunch last year, so it was great to get in the end zone again.
Yeah, you've missed a bunch of the last two seasons. You've put up some of the best performances of your career early in this season. Talk to me about, how things have gone for you and also the synergy you have with the quarterbacks in that room this year.
Just taking care of my body. That's the main thing. Staying healthy so I can go out through the whole season and help the team, every way I can. And about the quarterbacks, both of them are great guys. I trust both of them for real. They make plays, make the right reads. Yeah.
And then for Marcus, what were some of the positive takeaways defensively tonight?
Man, just guys flying around, getting to the ball. That was the most important thing that we were trying to establish and just dominating up front.
Yeah, I mean, what were you guys able to do so well that led to the pass rush y'all were able to have tonight?
I mean, you got to win first and second down to earn the right to rush on third down. So winning first and second down as a D line and as a defense is the most important thing.
Questions for the guys?
Coach, you guys scored 7 points in the first half and 20 in the second half. Is there anything you went to in the locker room that created more offensive output?
We just tried to clean up a lot of the mistakes. You know, there were a lot of situations where we had some holding calls, some illegal procedure calls. A lot of the things that we did in the first half were really self-inflicted wounds. They didn't change anything that they showed on film. They came out and played us exactly how we thought they was going to play us. More than anything else, it's just all about us. And we had to clean up some of those things, and we felt like we put a couple of drives together. They did a good job of draining the clock that first quarter. I think we only had one possession in the first quarter as well. So it just really wasn't a whole lot of opportunities. We had a 2-minute drill in the first half that, you know, we had limited time on the clock. So you got to make the most of your opportunities, and we didn't do a great job of that in that first half.
Anything else for the guys? In the back? Nolan?
Gabe, looking back at the offense, what did you feel like the offense did the best against Merrimack tonight?
Offense, just, you know, we play fast, just getting lined up. Just got to win our matchup against the defense, just one-on-one, just running by them, making plays, and just going out there, yeah.
And then noticed a lot of rotations up front of the defensive line. How do you evaluate the depth amongst your teammates up front? For it seemed like just about every unit that was rolling out there was getting to the quarterback.
Oh man, I love the depth. I mean, it just shows that we can play at multiple guys, and we trust every single one of those guys to make a play when the time is needed, and that's something that's very helpful, especially for a starter like me. It's something that you just need. You know what I mean?
Anything else for the guys? Kai, want to wrap this up?
Yeah, last thing for me, Gabe, 3 games into running this up-tempo offense, you know, how do you feel like you guys have progressed?
You know, we still got a lot to work on, especially as wide receivers. Got to get set faster. But it's coming along, and we're just doing the best we can. And we're going to get back at it next week.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.